Hey everybody, apologies for the delay. I forgot I was going live, and we're now live. So, hey everybody, great to see you here. Lots and lots of you have come into workshop number 8. It's absolutely amazing to see you here, and we've got an action-packed workshop for you today. So, we're going to get straight into this. Welcome, welcome. Remember, you can leave your comments in the chat. I've got David and Rakesh with me here today. So good to see you all. There's the guys, they're here. Um, so remember, we are
Uh,
live on Facebook. We're also live in Zoom. If you wish to come into Zoom, then we'll put the link into the Facebook group. Remember, you can sign up for the funnel and get pre-notified of the Zoom link as well. So I'm going to do a very quick intro and then we're going to go straight into today's training. Remember, we are talking communities today. And you need to get your questions ready. So I'm just going to share my screen and we will get going. Here we go. So this is the tour of Zenler Workshop. We have 11 sessions running. We started this on the 25th of February. Now you should have seen this page, hopefully, and you should have signed up here and enrolled into the funnel that we've got running. We talked about funnels in our last session. Why do you need to enroll into the funnel? Firstly and foremost, it's because you'll get notified of the live sessions. About 10 minutes before we go live, you'll get the link for Zoom as well. You'll also get a link to the replay page. So all of the replays for every session we're running are going to be on the replay page, and we're going to email that out to you as well, along with all the bonuses and extras that we're doing per session. Now remember, and it's really important, Facebook are going to be deleting the lives that we do after 30 odd days. So if you're loving this and you're going, I'll come back to it, I'll watch it again, and then you look for it in a month's time or a little bit more, it's not going to be there. So if you go and sign up here, it will be there for a long time to come and you can just go back to it at your leisure. So it's really, really important. So what have we covered so far? So live session 1, we looked at the dashboard and menus. I took you through that, understanding how we navigate around the Zenler platform, really, really important. Session number 2, one of the fundamental parts of the Zenler platform, the page builder. It comes into play in so many different areas within Zenler, and David took us through that in session number 2. Session 3, you was back with me. We looked at pages, all of the pre-built pages, how to build pages, how to clone pages, how to edit them, how to do logged in, logged out home pages, and all of that amazing stuff, which was really why we did the page builder first. So you then had the knowledge to be able to edit those pages. We then looked at the blogging area, so how to do your blog role, the page where all your blog posts go into, and then looked at the individual blogs that you could write and create and the SEO benefits for doing that. That are all built within the Zenler platform, so it's all included in that. Then we did live session number 4. My mate took us through that, and she took us through the 5 different types of live areas that are available within the Zenler platform to you. So that's whether you're running webinars, interactive webinars, you're doing stuff on a one-to-one basis, or you're doing stuff through courses and for paid members only, or even if you're charging for this stuff. We covered it all in live session number 4. Live session 5 and 6, which we finished off last week with, I took you through everything to do with courses. As predominantly Zenler is a learning management system, that's why you're here, because you have courses to sell. It was really important we split that out and spent more time on that. So we went through everything from how do I create a course to all of the elements involved to bundles and pricing. We went through all of the components you can add in to a course, the Zenler AI part within a course that you could use to help you get ideas and move you forward within building a course, and also within quizzes. And we looked at all of those. It was amazing. So that was session 4 and 5. We then went on to session 7, which was on Tuesday, back with David again, looking at marketing funnels. So we looked at the basics of marketing and video funnels, lead funnels and video funnels, how they could be used, what they were set up. And then we looked a bit deeper as to, well, what else can you funnel for? We got a little bit more advanced on that. And as a way of generating leads and people coming into your business, it was a really essential part to go through that area. And that brings us on today. So today, session number 8 of 11. So we've only got a few more to go, very important ones to go. But today I know is one that people have been waiting for. The recent release of communities, the upgrade and the continuing upgrades that are going into the community area. We've got today's session is going to be focused on that. I'm going to hand it over to Rakesh. He's going to take us through today's workshop on communities. Remember, get your community-based questions ready for the end. We'll open the cameras up and the mics up and all of that. Each session, we take questions on what the workshop's about. So today's communities, get your questions in as we go along. I'm going to be monitoring the chat in Zoom. David's going to be monitoring the chat in Facebook. I'm going to now hand over to Rakesh for today's workshop. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kevin. I see lots of people on the chat. Lots of regulars on chat. Sandy from New Jersey. Sabrina can't hear anything. I hope you can hear us properly now, Sabrina. You can hear me okay, right, Kevin?
Yes, can hear you perfectly, see you perfectly.
Good. Perfect. And I think today is David's birthday, so lots of birthday wishes on chat for David. Excellent. Carol says, my brother, whose name is David, has a big birthday this week, and he's celebrating by visiting Vietnam and Cambodia. Cool. And Scott, he's a regular on the show. So yeah, he wishes from Scott, Avel from Toronto. Yeah, lots of people on chat. So excited to be on this live, and let's get started. I'm not going to look at the chat during the session, so we can always come back. We'll open up the floor for Q&A later on. So let me share the screen. Do you see my screen, Kevin?
Yep, to see that agenda.
Cool. Excellent. Cool. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining on this live. We've had some amazing epic sessions from the education team, and we can see that you guys have learned loads, had got lots of value, and started implementing all the strategies, all the steps, all the stuff that you learned on your sites. My session today will be on Zenler Communities. So to all of those joining in live or catching us on replay later, welcome to today's deep dive into what I'm personally super excited about, the Zenler community feature. Now we'll start with an introduction to why communities are so important. And this isn't just another feature. This has been our top #1 most requested feature update for years. Now, I'll explain why having your own community platform beats sending students to Facebook, how it can dramatically boost your SEO, why today's smartest course creators are now taking the community first approach to building their online businesses. And then I'm going to give you a comprehensive tour of the Zenler communities in action, because seeing is believing, right? You will see real examples of different community types, learn how categories work, discover powerful moderation tools like member approvals, member requests, post approvals. I'm also especially excited to show you guys the brand new feature that we just launched today into communities, a small little feature which is going to help you a lot. I'm going to show you that as well. Basically, the heart of our workshop is a hands-on tutorial where we will build a community from scratch together. So we're going to build a community from scratch together. And I'm going to walk you through step by step through steps to set up your community site, creating different types of communities, and optimizing everything to get maximum engagement and to get max search engine and SEO benefits. We are also going to explore monetization strategies, and I'm going to show you exactly how to set up paid communities, that can generate recurring revenue without requiring you to build an entire course fest. Now, this is a game changer for many creators. And of course, we're going to wrap up everything up with a Q&A to address any specific questions that you have about implementing communities on your site, for your business. And by end of the session, hopefully you will get everything you need to create and launch your own thriving community. And now, whether you're just starting out or looking to migrate from Facebook groups, uh, this is a workshop for you. So let's dive in. So let me start with a little story, right? For years now, every time we launch a new feature, the comment section would blow up with the exact same question. Oh, that's great feature, but when are you revamping the community feature? Now, this wasn't just a few people asking, this was a top number one request by far. The upvotes on the feedback portal were off the charts. It was like basically like a friend who keeps asking, keeps dropping hints on what they want for their birthday, right? But we definitely got the message, and I totally get why. Uh, because we learned this from all the data that we have, from behind the scenes data that we have from all the thousands of creators that use platform. Um, the information that you give out in courses doesn't alone create transformation for your students. You can give someone the world's best course, but without community, it's like handing someone all the ingredients for a cake, and but without any recipe or without a kitchen to bake it in. The data is wild on this. We see students in communities are more likely to finish courses, their retention rates become higher, and most importantly, they get results. Because let's be real, right? That's what we all want for our students. We want our students to get results. That's what we aim for. That's our North Star. So we rebuild the community feature from ground up to give you the ability to create your own Facebook style community without needing third party tools like Mighty Networks, without needing to pay $100 or $200 per month for Mighty Network Circle and so on. Because we now have that functionality that they sell for $100 and $200 right within your platform, included in your subscription. So no more paying for separate platforms or sending your students to other places. Everything you need to create a thriving community is right within the platform. Now, I want to take a moment to acknowledge something quite important. We're seeing that many Zenler users haven't really started leveraging communities yet, despite having access to this super, super powerful feature. This workshop is specifically designed with you in mind. Maybe you have been focused on creating courses, haven't had the time to explore the community features, or you feel a bit intimidated about setting up and managing a community, or you aren't sure how a community would fit into your existing business model, or simply you don't know where to start. If any of that sounds like you, you are exactly in the right place. Today's session will break everything down into simple, actionable steps that anyone can follow, regardless of your technical skill, prior experience with communities. The revamped community feature, the new community feature, is designed to be super intuitive and user friendly, just like Facebook group. But sometimes seeing it in action is believing, right? That makes all the difference. By end of the workshop, you will have I hope you will have the confidence and know how to launch um, a thriving community. But wait, there is something bigger happening that is making this feature absolutely critical right now. We're seeing a complete shift in how successful creators build their businesses. Now, picture this, right? In the old model, uh, course creators used to create a course, then market the course, and then sell the course, and maybe throw in a Facebook group as an afterthought. But now the smartest creators are completely flipping this model. Instead of going course first, the smartest creators are going community first. They build and nurture a community before they sell the course. So they build a community before even they start thinking about the course, or before even they start building the course or selling the course. And this isn't just what we are recommending, it's exactly how we built Zenler itself. From day one, we created a community for you guys. Or we created a community for course creators, and we got instant feedback on every feature we put it out there. We understood all your pain points from all the feedback that we see in the group, in the community, and we have built the platform around those pain points. So every major feature you see in Zenler today came directly from community conversations. We didn't guess what you wanted. We didn't just guess what creators wanted. We asked, we listened, and we built. So that's why Zenler as a platform resonates so deeply with creators today, because it was shaped by creators just like you. The community first approach gives you the time to build trust and show your value, um, and really get to know what your people need. You With the community first approach, you get to do the market research in real time. Your community literally tells you what to create. And when you launch, you are not launching to cold traffic. You're launching to members who already trust you. And your community members become your super fans, and they become your marketing team, right? Sharing testimonials, sending invites, sending affiliate links, sending referrals. It's honestly the most natural and stress-free way to create and build course businesses we have ever seen. And until now, doing this meant cobbling up different platforms together, connecting to Circle, Mighty Network, and all of that, because to get a comprehensive um, community platform. But with the Zenler's new community feature, you can do it all in one place. Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking. But hey, I already have a Facebook group. Let me know in chat how many guys here run Facebook group. How many guys have run communities before? Let me know in chat. That'd be interesting to see how many guys use Facebook already. I'll see my chat. Yeah, Ellie says Facebook, yes. John says I've just started. Angela says that is why I selected Zenler for my coaching platform. Oh, nice. Yes. Yeah. So here is the thing about building communities on a platform that you don't own, right? It can get incredibly risky. Facebook is constantly changing the algorithms, and when they do, the community engagements can really go down overnight. Uh, we keep hearing countless stories from our creators who spent years building Facebook group only to see the reach has really gone down due to algorithm updates. For example, even with the Zenler Facebook group, we see that when we go live, when we have a live stream, earlier Facebook used to notify everyone, and we used to get lots of people onto the feed. But Facebook has stopped doing that. So Facebook's algorithm, they have changed the algorithm so that the notifications are not sent to everyone when you go live stream. And then we need to use things like everyone tag to inform everyone. So Facebook is changing the algorithm all the time. So basically, using Facebook is almost like building your dream house on rented land. The landlord can change the rules anytime. So when you run your Facebook community on Facebook, the Facebook's algorithm decides who decides who sees your post. You're competing with all those cats and dog photos and political brands for attention, and your carefully crafted post is now surrounded by ads and distractions. And Facebook literally owns the rights to your content. And the biggest problem is you're sending away your paying customers, your audience, away from your courses. It's like, so basically you're sending them from your courses to another platform. But with Zealous community feature, everything stays in your site. Everything is under your roof. You decide what content gets priority. Your branding is at the front and center. Every member sees every post, no algorithm playing favorites, and members stay in your world, not bouncing off to social media. And it's totally distraction-free environment. And we see use cases where course completion rates have doubled and tripled just by moving from Facebook to Zenler. Now, that is not a small improvement. That's a complete game changer. And another critical uh, factor is many students today are actively staying away from Facebook due to privacy concerns. Um, so a lot of people are staying away from Facebook. That's another thing that is hitting, the traction of communities on Facebook. Now, but here is where it actually gets really, really exciting, right? Facebook groups are completely close to Google. They're like a vault. What happens inside a Facebook group stays inside the Facebook group. But Zeller has got public communities. These public communities can then be indexed by Google, which creates an absolute gold mine for organic traffic, right? Every single post in your public community becomes a potential landing page that can rank on Google search results, right? I keep saying public community posts are the new blogs. So I keep saying that public community posts are the new blogs because I think it's true because all your content in the public community, all your content or all the content that your member posts or all your entire content from your public community has the opportunity to now get listed on Google search results. Now, let me show you something really, really interesting. So let me try and search for a word from one of the posts in tutorials community. Let me search for that. So let me open Google. And I'm going to search for a term, let's say Zenler course card. So I know someone has done someone has done a post on one of the communities, public communities in tutorials called course card. I'm trying to search on Google for that. So you can see that this particular post by a member on tutorials community is listed on the top ranking question on Google. See that? And when someone clicks on it, boom, they are into your community. You can see this is a post from Fiona. She's asking a question about course card. So you can see that now all your posts from your community have a chance to get listed on Google. So that's completely mind-blowing. So you can see that the post from the community is ranked at the top. These posts are posts from a tutorial community. They are listed on Google, and people searching for these keywords on Google find your community. They get amazing value, and they may end up joining your programs. So with Zeller's communities, you are literally turning Google into your sales team, almost like working for you 24/7. And the best part, you don't need to be an SEO wizard to make this happen. Zeller automatically creates SEO friendly URLs, updates your sitemap automatically. It lets you customize meta titles and descriptions. We're continuously refining SEO side. We see more and more communities where new members come to them through organic search and community and post. So it's not just your content, but you are getting traffic drawn to you from the content from your members create as well, and that's a real cool part of it. So basically, every post that you post in a public community has a chance to automatically get listed into Google search results. Yeah, I think Sandy is asking about can the group be public, private, and all of that. I'm getting into all of that, so don't worry about that. I'm just getting into that. So when I go when we're going to set up a community from scratch, so I'm going to explain all of that. Cool. So the magic here with communities is that by the time you launch your membership, you know exactly what your members struggle with. You have seen the same questions come up many times. You already helped so many people solve the problems in your free community. Your membership isn't based on what you think people need, it's based on what they have told you they need. And because they have experienced your help, they experience your tips and your strategies that has been given to them for free, first time in the community, joining your paid membership feels like just like a natural step, not a hard sell. Uh, with the communities, the whole journey from free community to paid membership happens in a seamless environment and no more sending people between different platforms. Now, let's flip the perspectives for a second and think about this from your members' point of view. Now, picture this, right? Someone buys your course because they are super excited about learning from you. They're all pumped up. Then you tell them, hey, for community support, you need to now go on Facebook and create an account if you haven't got it. And if you don't have, open an account, wait for approval, navigate for different platform. That's almost like buying a car and being told, for the steering wheel, you need to go to another dealer to get it, right? Yeah. So with Zenler's integrated community, the experience is seamless. You create, you have one single login, you have one platform and no distractions. Your community is right within your site. It's not on Facebook. Your brand, your community, your login, everything is right in your site. And again, your students have access from Zenler's mobile app. Your community can be accessed from mobile app. And also, if you have a branded app, that's another option that's coming up. Um, your students can access the community and notifications, everything from the mobile app as well. So, yeah. And we also see that when people start using community, we see that the support requests that you get also get significantly reduced because community members are helping with answers before even you try to reply to them. So this often happens with in Zenler community. So before our support replies to them, another member would have replied to it. So that's the best part of it. So what we are going to cover today. All right. So what I'm going to show today, we are going to walk through everything you need to build an amazing community with Zenler. I'm going to show you a real community in action because, as I said, seeing is believing, right? We will create a community from scratch together. I'll show you how to set up. I think someone was asking about it. I'm going to show you how to set up public, private, and secret communities. We're going to explore all the posting options, how to add videos, links, GIFs, all of that. And I'm going to also tell you how to optimize for SEO because remember, every post in your community, public community has now an opportunity to bring you traffic from Google. So we'll see how notifications work. We'll set up member questions. We'll set up post approvals and all the cool admin stuff. And I'm going to also cover the brand new feature that we have just shipped into communities. And we'll also talk about monetization because community can be a revenue stream, right? So whether you're starting out or you got a thriving course already by end of this, hopefully you can have all the tools to build a community. So without further ado, let's dive in. Yeah, take a sip of water. So before jumping into creating our own communities, let's first take a look at how a fully set up community looks like. I find it always helpful to see the destination before starting the journey, right? So I'm going to the tutorials community. Do you see the tutorials community screen, Kevin?
Yeah, all good, Rakesh.
Yep, can see
Okay,
that.
cool. So I'm on the tutorials community, and you'll see that we got several communities set up. Yeah, you see several communities, complete guide to Zenler. And you can see that some of these communities are are secret, some of these are public. So we have different types of communities here. So you have different types of communities here. Okay, I'm logged in. Okay, so you can see that we have the whole community structure. We have organized it into different categories. So Learn Zenler community. Learn Zenler community is Learn Zenler category is now holding another community. So, and course discussions is holding a set of communities, and workshops community category is holding a whole lot of set of communities. And by the way, you can access this by going to tutorials.com/community, and you can log in and you can have a play around and experience Zella communities as a member, if you haven't already. And here you can see that you can see all the posts appear nice and clean, and your members can interact with you. They can create new posts. They can create new posts. They can add images, video, emojis, gifs, and so on. And you can have pinned posts. You can feature post onto the top. So here, for example, you can see I've pinned some posts, one of the recent community updates, and David has pinned another one. So pretty much all the functionality that you see on Facebook groups, it's there on your community. And also you'll see the search functionality. For example, if I'm trying to search a keyword, if I am trying to search for a word Coast Guard, I know Fiona did a post on this earlier. I showed you on Google search results. I'm trying to search for that. You can see instantly you get search results. So the search is super quick. So you and your members can instantly search and find information. It's quite the search is quite super powerful on that. So yeah, if your visitor is logged in, so if you have a public community, so you have public communities and secret communities and private communities. If a visitor isn't logged in, they won't see any content in the private community. But if a visitor, so if it's a public community, anyone can see any content. If they want in, they can only post something, or they can only engage with the community only when they log in. So I think someone was asking about different types of community. So let's talk about different types of community that you can create in Zenler. So this is really important to understand because it determines who can see and who has access to your communities. So let's take a look at that. So let's take a look at who can actually create communities. So Zenler basically gives you three options. So one is public community. So anyone can see the community and its post even without logging in. They can view the content, but they need to register to post. This is perfect for lead generation since search engines can really index your post. And private is when the community is visible in the listings, but the content is only available to the members. You would normally go for if you want to create a private community for a cohort, or if you want to add it to a paid course, if you want to add it just to a paid course, and so on. And people can see that community exists, but they need to join to see what's inside. So basically, the community is locked, and they'll see the lock icon, but they can't see what's inside. And secret community is where community doesn't show up at all unless you are a member. So it's like a secret community. It's completely hidden from non-members, and this is exclusive for this is really ideal for exclusive paid communities for your internal spaces. So that's the different types of communities. So private, public, and secret. And then, as I said, you can easily pin any particular post. So if you can click on a particular post and you can pin it, you can unpin it. So I can pin, for example, this post is already pinned. So I can pin this post a featured, and the post goes on the top. You can see that I just pinned a post as an announcement post onto the top. So let me tell you about one of the most favorite aspects of Zenler Communities, the powerful moderation features that helps you maintain a high quality learning environment. Now you can see that I have a manage button. I'm an admin. I have the manage button, and I see that I got notifications waiting for me, and I can see that I have one pending approval, post approval, and I got 3 member request. So you can see that I already got on the tutorials community. There are notifications pending, and you can also see here. You can see that there are notifications. There are posts ready to waiting to be approved. So first, let's look at the member questions feature, member request feature. This basically member request feature, member request or member questions feature allows you to set up a set of questions. You can set up a set of screening questions you can ask. So here on tutorials community, we ask questions like, do you have a Zenler account? Then they can answer the question. And do you agree to be a positive and supportive member of the community? And Peter has replied yes. So we have the opportunity to approve or decline the member request. So these questions basically serve multiple purposes. It basically helps you filter out people who aren't serious. It gives you valuable insights about your audience, and you can immediately engage new members, having them think deeply about their goals, basically. Now, as a community owner or admin, you can review these responses and decide whether to approve or decline, right? So this basically puts you in complete control of who joins the community. And another feature that we have in moderation tools is pending approvals, post approvals. So post approvals feature lets you review the content before it goes live in your community. You can set it up for all the members or just new members until they have established trust, right? This is crucial for maintaining quality and tone of your community. So it's very important that you set, you make sure all the posts that goes in are high quality in your community, because it really reflects the brand. Because the energy and the culture of your community directly impacts your brand. A positive environment, supportive environment builds trust and encourage and engagement, and creates a space where your members feel safe to share and grow. So you want to create a safe environment. So you want to make sure that everything that goes in is in a positive light. So you can make sure that no negative content goes in, because as this can damage your brand, and so on. So when a potential customer sees your community for first time, that interaction forms a lasting impression for your brand. By using these moderation tools, we can ensure that the first impression that they get when they join is positive, and you see all those positive feeds, and it's not full of those negative feeds filling up your feed. These powerful moderation features enable you to create a thoughtful and high value community. So basically, these tools help you build high quality content posts. So if someone is posting with like a one liner, and if it's not a high quality post, you can straight away refuse that, because you want to make sure that people spend at least 2-3 minutes writing a post. You don't want random posts going into the group saying, hey, hello, how are you, and so on. So you want high quality content so that your group reflects you. Your group needs to be high quality, just like you. We try to do the exactly same thing for our Zenler community. If someone posts random stuff which are not valuable to others, if someone hasn't spent some time creating and crafting that message, we decline them, because we want every single post that goes into our Zenler community to be high quality content. All of this, as I said, is all built into the Zenler communities, and you don't need to separate moderation tools. So member requests and member approvals are built in, and you can see it in action. And I'm going to show you how to set it up. And it's very important then that you set up member approvals and member questions and post approvals for your community. I know you have to spend some time moderating a community, but this way you make sure that you have the right content, right post in your community. Now, by the way, I think I forgot to show you something. Let me show you that. Yeah, I'm super excited to share something that we have just shipped. I was mentioning about this earlier. This is literally the first time we're announcing it. Hope some of you can spot it. Let me know in chat if you can spot on the screen what is the new feature that we just shipped. You guys are the first to hear about this small little feature that we just shipped. It's the brand new invite functionality. So you see the invite button here? That's brand new. So this was not there before. We just added it. We just shipped it. So as a community admin, you now have the ability to directly invite users to your community. So you can either send them the copy link, this is like a generic link that you can send, or you can now add emails and invite someone. Let me walk you through it. So here you can copy the link. You can send the link to community. You can share this link to email, social media, and so on. Or you can add an email address here. I'm going to invite myself. Why not? At Zenler. And click add. I'm going to invite Kevin at Zenler and David at Zenler. And I can also have a message here. I can also edit this. I can also edit this message and customize it if I want to. And I can hit send. So here I'm sending a personalized invitation with a unique link directly to these 3 people. And this generates a unique invitation link. And here is what makes it special. This link is uniquely tied to their email, to that particular person. Only the person receiving that particular email, the invite email, will be able to sign up. So this prevents links from being shared publicly and make sure your community is secure. So you have the ability now to invite someone directly from the community You don't have to go to your email and then send an email and so on. You have the ability now in every single community. As an admin, you have the option to either just copy link or you can invite someone with the email. By the way, we also have the invite button for members as well. And this is actually turned off by default, and you can turn it on in community settings. So in settings, I think it's invite button. I think it's in communities, not in here. It's in communities. In here, in community settings, edit community. Here there is a brand new setting called invite. Do you see that? The setting by default, it says only admin can invite. So this button, invite button, does not appear automatically for your members. If you want to do that, you can click on this. Anyone in the community can invite. This way, your members in public communities will also have opportunity to copy the link and invite. So that is invite button. We just have just shipped this brand new feature. You guys are the first to hear about that. We haven't announced it yet. So this is brand new. And of course, we have the member directory. You can see all your members here, all your members here, all your members, members tab, and you'll see a complete directory of everyone who joined your community. So we are trying to make it feature rich. We are adding location, and if the user has added some bio, the bio will appear here. So as an admin, it gives you valuable insights into who is in your community. The member tab is visible for other members as well, so they can see who is in the community. And by the way, you have the option to turn it off. So I've seen there are users who do not want the members tabs to be shown to everyone. If you want to hide the members tab here and members tab here for members, you have the option. You have the option to turn it off in settings. In here, there is an option called hide member directory. If you hide that in update, the member directory, this member directory, and the member directory in communities will be removed, will not be shown for members. It will be shown for you, but it will not be shown for members. And we also have ban members. So let's say if some member is disrupting your community a lot. So let's say, for example, this unknown user is disrupting. You also have the opportunity. You have the moderation tool to ban this user from the community. Now, again, this is a very important feature. There are sometimes you get lots of disruptive users coming in, like hackers coming in and spammers coming in, and you want to ban them from community, and you don't want them to join again. You can ban them; they won't be able to join again. So you can ban from this community. They can ban from this community, or you can ban from all communities. Okay, and notifications. You also have got the bell notifications. You see all the notifications that you are pending, that you have missed, that you have not seen. And again, these notifications are real time. They're not just coming up from database or whatever. They are real time. They are sent to you real time. When someone mentions you, you get it straight away. You can test it out from another device. Here I got a post waiting for approval, and we recently added this. You also can see the notification history. You can see the entire list of notifications. You can view them. You can mark as read and so on. So all the notifications are there for you all. It shows all the pending comments, all the mentions, all the post approvals, all the member approvals, all the notifications. And one more thing I think I haven't covered is, as an admin, you also have the ability to turn off commenting. Sometimes you want to turn off commenting for a particular post. You can do that as well. Turn off commenting for this post will turn off commenting. So no one else will be able to comment on that particular post. and search function, which we already covered. And let's set up a community from scratch, shall we? So we looked at an example community in action. Let me walk you through creating a community from scratch in Zenler. I'll be showing you how to set everything up from community site settings to creating your first community. So now first let's go to the demo community site. Do you see the community demo screen, Kevin?
Yeah, all good.
Yes, can see that.
Cool. Cool. So I am on this community demo. This is my sample site. So I'm going to go to communities. So if this is your first time setting up communities, you'll see this option to get started. You can set up your community account from here, and don't worry, once you set up, you can change all the settings up. So this is just a wizard to help you set up. So I'm just going to click on set community sites. I'm creating. So when you log in, so if you haven't set up a community site yet, it's going to guide you through the initial steps. So I'm going to click on set community site. I'm going to add the community site name, community logo. I'm going to select the logo, which has to be 300 by 300. I have a logo ready here. So the recommended dimension is 300 by 300 for optimal results. I'm going to call this Zenler community demo, right? Zenler community demo. I'm going to call my community as Zenler community demo. And there are two options here, which is private and public. This is a crucial decision. Public means your entire community site is visible to everyone, even without logging in. Your private is still locked, your secret is still hidden away, but your public communities are visible to everyone. Private means your private community's account means it's totally locked down from public, where only registered users can see your communities. For this example, I'm going to choose public since I want to optimize and maximize my reach and get max lead generation and SEO benefits, right? Remember, even with public communities, you can still create individual and you can still create private and secret communities to it. So don't worry about that. So now let's hit create. So I've set the image, the icon, and the title. That's all you need to do and set up public. I'll select public and then I hit create. So there we go. Just by magic, Zenler has created and built a community site for you with your icon and so on. So first thing I want to do is I want to change the branding color to match my branding. I got a red shade here. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to settings and I can change the branding color here. I can change it. So I'll put hex color for this, for my branding, and I hit save. So you can see that with just one click, I'll just change the branding, the theme color for my community. So now I have set up the basics for my community. I'm going to set up a cover photo. So click on cover photo. You can set up cover photo for your feed itself. So this your feed shows you all the feeds from all the communities you have, and also you can set up a cover photo for your feed, or you can set up cover photo for your individual communities as well. So on your feed, click on cover photo, and then you can select a cover photo. I'm going to select a cover photo that's already with me. So you can say that, so here I can crop it and so on. I'm just going to add it. So the recommended dimension for a cover photo on the community is 1920 by 600 or an aspect ratio of 16 by 5. So just make sure that you got 1920 by 600, or if you want it more crispier, you can do 1.5x or 2x of 1920 by 600, just if you want it to be more crispier. So I've uploaded an image with this text so that I know you're going to ask what is the recommended dimension. So that is there right for you. 1920 by 600 is the recommended dimension for a cover image. So I got the cover image here. Now I got some categories. So this is the category and this is the community which is already set up. I'm just going to ignore that for now. Let's set up some fresh categories. So we want to organize our community better. So I'm going to create two categories, right? Two categories, one for to hold one to hold free communities and the other one to hold paid communities. So I'm going to create two categories, one to hold free communities and another one to hold paid communities, right? So first I'm going to create a category to hold all the free communities. So I'm going to click this plus button at the bottom. So from the plus button here, I can create a category. I'm going to give it a name, free tips and strategies. I've just created a category name. Just added it. I haven't created it. I've added a category name called free tips and strategies. Now let's say I want to add an emoji here, right? Let's say I want to add an emoji to the category name. By default, you can't really easily add an emoji here. I want to add an emoji here to make it more visually appealing, right? So I'm going to add a emoji here. Did you see that? Did you see how I brought up the emoji picker up? I basically used a shortcut. This is something that you can use it as well. So
We're not seeing that, Rakesh.
Sorry?
We're not seeing the emoji pick up.
Oh yeah, I think it lost the emoji. Do you see now? Do you see now?
No, I can't see it.
Oh.
No, I think it's because you're sharing just the browser rather than the screen, so
Okay.
it's not picking up anything outside of that.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so basically, if you are on Mac, if you use Control, Command, and Space, you can get the emoji picker up. So because I'm only sharing the Chrome window, I think probably you're not seeing it. So yeah, so I think on Mac on Windows, it's Windows logo key and period key and semicolon together. So not just on community. If you are on any website, you can use this. You can use the shortcut Control, Command, and Space. If you are on Mac to bring up the emoji picker, so I'm just going to add it here. Picker. I'm going to add an emoji here. And then I'm just going to leave the tagline here. I've created a community category name called free tips and strategies. So that is a free category. And I'm going to put, as I said, I'm going to create another one category. So this category will hold all my free communities. I'm going to create another one. I'm going to call it membership. I'm going to add an emoji here. Control, Command, and space. So this membership category will hold all my paid communities, right? So I've created two categories. One category to hold all my free communities. Another category to hold all my maybe let me add it here just to be clear, right? Bracket all paid communities. Just to be clear, I'm going to add that as well. So all my paid communities are going to be here. All my free communities are going to be here. Now, let me walk you through how to set up a public community in Zenler. Now, public community is an open space for discussions, and then basically it's public, so it can attract leads via search engines, thereby basically building your audience. And why does public community matter? Because I want to talk about why public communities are so valuable. Each post in a public community can rank on Google. It can bring in new customers. Every discussion becomes a searchable content without extra work. Public communities let people experience your expertise and before committing to your paid offerings, right? And even your members, they generate valuable content. They help with your questions and so on. And free community members are more likely to convert to paying customers since they've got value from you, they experience your value. So we see lots and lots of creators using public communities at top of the funnel, creating engagement that naturally leads to the sale at the bottom of the funnel. Let's set up a public community. So this category, as I said earlier, is for holding all the public communities. I'm going to create a community here called, let's say, free marketing tips. Free marketing tips. I can change the emoji. There's the emoji picker here. So you don't need to shortcut to bring the emoji picker up here. So you can change it here. Let's say, change to emoji. Just going to change it to emoji, another one. Free marketing tips and strategies. And the category is free tips and strategies. So this community is going to be placed under this category. And then you can set the access levels. The crucial setting here is public. This means public means anyone can view the content even without logging in, and search engines can index it. This is key to get all the SEO benefits from your community, for it to be listed on Google and so on. So keep it public because we are creating a public community, and I'm going to ignore the rest of the settings because it's all good for now. And if you want this community to have post approval, I can turn it on. So all the posts go through post approvals and anyone can post in this community. Yes, I can click that. So you can see that I just created a community called free marketing tips underneath this category. And let's add some initial content to get the community started, right? I'm going to create a welcome post explaining what members can expect. I got something ready here. So welcome to marketing strategies. So paste here. All right. So on each post that I do, I try to do each post with a clear feature-rich keyword title. With a clear keyword-rich title, not feature-rich. What am I talking about? So keyword-rich title. I try to create add valuable content that solves a specific problem, and then I try to end the particular post with a question to encourage comments, right? So I'll leave it with a call to action for them to answer questions. And because remember, your initial content sets the tone for your community. I'm going to add a community image. I'm going to add a community image. I think this is good. Image. And here, we see the option to send an email notification to all members. We didn't have this when we initially revamped the community. We have the option to toggle this. So while creating a new post, you have members in a community, you can notify them via email, so they can just make sure that they don't miss your post. So yeah, I've added an image, and I can click post, and boom, there we go. The post gets automatically posted onto the community, and yeah, your members can interact with it and so on. So each post in your community gets a unique URL. So if you click on this post, copy URL, copy link, click on this. See that there's each post in a community gets a unique URL. So see that each post have a unique URL. So each post works almost like a blog, right? It's got a very friendly URL that is super friendly for SEO, and each post goes into your sitemap URL. So if you look at sitemap URL, sitemap ML. So if you look at the community URLs, every single post in a community, in your public community, automatically goes into your sitemap. See that? This is just the post I just created now. So you don't need to do anything extra, like you don't need to regenerate the sitemap just like you would for blogs. It automatically, whenever someone posts in your public community, the post URL goes into your sitemap. So if it's submitted to Google, it has opportunity to get listed onto the search engines. So that's the beauty of the communities. Now, let's talk about managing public communities, right? Since anyone can view your public communities, it's important to maintain high quality on your communities. So we want to enable post approvals from the community. I think we already approved it. I think we already enabled post approval. So everyone, all the posts has to go through approvals. And let's also set up some member questions. So that your members have to answer those questions before they get into the community. So if you go to settings, and there is a setting called manage members, I'm going to turn require member approval on. This is very similar to what you have on Facebook. So you need to set require member approval as on. So this says admin needs to verify and approve the user before they start using the community. Here, this way you can vet every single user who is going to get into community. So you can manage questions here. So I'm going to turn this on and manage questions here, and I can add question. How did you learn about community demo, my community? I can ask questions here. I can make it required, and can add another question here. What's your social profile? I'm just going to add few questions here so that I can vet and make sure this is a genuine user This is not a spam user because I do not want any spam user on my community platform. That's very important to maintain high quality of for the community. So yeah, so we have set up post approvals. We have set up member questions, and I also want to create a community just for guidelines, right? And I want to pin it to the feature section. So in here, under here, I want to create a community. I'm going to call it rules and guidelines. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that everyone understands all the rules in the community and guidelines. Rules and guidelines. I'm going to keep it private, and I'm going to. You can also set it so that only admins can post. That is, members will not be able. I want members to be not to be able to post to this community because it's almost like a one-way communication from the admin. So I want to have these rules and guidelines community to be just information from me. I don't want my members to comment on my post. I don't want members to post here. So I'm just going to say who can post on this community, this rules and guidelines community. I'm going to say only admins can post. And I'm also going to turn off comments for non-admins. So your members cannot post in this community. They cannot comment on the community. So you can also use this setting to create announcement community. Just if you just want to create a community just for announcements, right? I'm going to create that. So it's going to create rules and guidelines community, and I'm going to post a rule here as well. So I'm going to have a rule ready. This is going to add a post here. I'm just going to just generated some rules with ChatGPT. Just for this example, I'm just going to add rules here. Welcome to the community and so on. You can add emojis here and all the cool stuff. And I can just post it. So this particular community, only you can post, only you can comment. None of the members can comment. None of the members in a community can post in this community because you have set it so that only admins can post, and you also turned off. I think I need to do this well. You also turned off comments for non-admins. Okay, cool. So we have covered how to set up rules and guidelines for communities as well. And now I'm going to set up a paid community in Zenler. Paid community lets you create recurring revenue by offering premium community access without necessarily needing to build a course, right? So before even you create a full-blown course, you can start building, or you can start offering your paid community. Now, why does paid community matter? Let's talk about why the paid community is valuable. It brings you recurring revenue. Unlike one-time course sales, communities create predictable monthly income that can really sustain your business. So creating community requires less upfront work than producing a full-blown course, making it easier to basically get started. And moreover, the community discussions reveal you exactly what your audience wants. Then you can tailor your courses and offerings according to that. And it also helps your members stay longer because they feel connected, and they're reducing churn and increasing lifetime value. And basically, yeah, so you can serve hundreds of members with similar effort as serving dozens, right? Making growth highly profitable. So yeah, so we see lots and lots of creators start with paid community even before they start creating the first course, right? It's a perfect way to build relationship while generating revenue from day one. Now you can convert any community to paid one just by attaching a course in the pricing plan. So any community can be converted into a paid community just by attaching to a paid course. I'm just going to show you that now. So to be able to create a paid community and to be able to attach a paid community to a course, you need to make sure you create a private community or a secret community. Private means only members of that particular course can access the community. Secret means it won't be visible for anyone else, but only for that members. So you can select private or secret. It doesn't matter. So to set up a paid community, you want to make sure that you set up a private or secret community. I'm going to set up a private community. So I'm going to set up a private community called paid community. Now this can be public or this can be secret. Yeah. This can be public or this can be secret. So sorry, this can be private. This can be private or this can be secret. I think I made a mistake here. So it's private or secret. So private or secret. So I'm just going to make it private now. So setting it as private or secret is very critical. We don't want to set it as public community. You can do it as secret if you want it completely hidden, but private will show it locked to other users. Secret will not be shown anywhere. Private community, I think, is the perfect way for paid community since only paid members have access. Others can see the community name, but it will say locked. Until they pay, they won't see anything inside the community. So I'm going to select private, and I'm going to again turn post approval here on paid community. I'm going to create new community, and I'm going to create a new welcome post here. Welcome to my membership. Here is some info. Some info to get started. And then I'm going to add some videos here. I just wanted to show you some how to add videos. If you want to add video here, quite simply, you can add YouTube video, you can add Vimeo video, Wistia video, or Loom video. And we are actually working on supporting your Vimeo video, your videos as well. So you will be able to add videos from your video library as well. We're working on that. Just going to grab the YouTube link. I can add a YouTube video here. So you can see that we automatically pulled the thumbnail. We automatically pulled the thumbnail for the YouTube video, and we also pulled the timestamp, the duration of the video. And I'm also going to pull in. I'm also going to add another video just to demonstrate you a Loom video. So I think it's the Loom video one. You can see that I can easily add a Loom video here, and you can see for Loom video, the thumbnail is pulled, the animated thumbnail is pulled in automatically, and it also shows the duration as well. And now I'm going to click post. So that's my first post in my paid community as well there. So now that I've set up a private community, as I said, this community can be private or secret for the paid community. I'm going to set up a course, I'll show you how to set up a paid community and basically sell a community, right? So I'm going to Zenler Communities. I'm going to Community Demo. I'm going to the admin. I'm going to set up a course now. I'm going to create a course. I'm going to create a course. Oops, community demo. I got the wrong site. Okay. I'm going to go to courses. I'm going to create a new course. I'm going to call it, let's say, so I'm creating a new course, say membership with paid community. Unity. And I'm going to just let Zenler AI create the curriculum, not too fussed about it. So I'm creating a course to have the paid community into it. So I have this course, I have all the lessons here and so on. And in here, if you go to pricing, I can add a new plan. I'm going to say, I'm going to set up the pricing, recurring pricing. I'm going to say my membership is going to cost, let's say $47 per month, monthly, and monthly membership. And I can now, you see the drop down called community. Here, I can select the category. If you see here, I have a category that holds all my paid communities. So category paid membership or community. So I have the ability to either choose the category or the community. So if you select the category, all the students in this particular course who are paid for this course will get access to all the communities under the category, or you can just give access to just that particular community. I'm just going to select the category. So in pricing plan, in community option, you have the option to select the category or the community. So by selecting category, you allow access to all communities underneath it. I'm going to select that. This way, that's it. So all students who get into this plan will now have access to all the communities. If I have another community underneath it, they'll get access. So because this particular course, membership with paid community, all the members of that particular course will have access to the paid community. So we covered paid community. We covered how to set up a paid community, how to sell a community. Now, I also wanted to quickly show you courses and lesson discussion, right? So if you see here, there is no tab, there's no category called course community right now. But if I go to this curriculum, if I go to my course, and if I go to any lesson, and then let's say I enable discussion for this particular course, I'm going to enable discussion for this course called membership with paid community. I don't have course discussion here right now, but now after I enable this lesson discussion for this particular course, I'm going to refresh it. Let me see whether I've updated it. I think it's fine. Yeah, I updated it. Now, when you refresh this particular community, you can see that the course discussions get automatically added at the bottom. So this is a course. So basically, you don't need to create a community for every single course, because when you enable lesson discussions, you automatically get a course discussion community enabled, right? So here, you also have the option to select all the different answers. So I only enabled for this particular lesson. So as and when you enable more and more lessons, it will appear as a topic here. So your students can ask questions and interact right within your course player without having to go elsewhere. So it's just a single toggle. So just by toggling and discussions for lessons, you basically essentially creating a community for your course. Basically, this is a proper community just for your course, arranged, categorized with lessons as topics. And I also wanted to highlight that Zenler communities work brilliantly on mobile devices through the Zenler app and also with the branded app that we launched recently. Your members receive push notifications that bring them back to the community with just one tap, right? This uh, uh, mobile friendly approach dramatically increases engagement since your members can engage with the community anytime. So anytime there's a post, anytime there is a community post, anytime there's a mention. By the way, you can also mention someone here. So you can in communities. So I think tutorials for community. I want to show you mentions as well. So when in here, when you comment or when you post some post, you can mention someone. So if I mention let's say Tracy, she's going to get notified. Tracy is going to get a message pop up here saying, Tracy, you got a mention from someone, right? And if they're on mobile, they'll get mobile notification as well. So, yeah, so basically, we want your users, your students to be able to get back and go back into communities all the time. So, we are building everything that we can for you so that your users can access your communities from mobile, from Zenler app, from a branded app via push notification, via seamless mobile experience. And always test the entire flow in incognito mode as a member before launching. Make sure you do a test purchase. If you're launching a paid community, make sure you do a test purchase to make sure there are no hiccups in the user experience. And to maintain a successful paid community, always offer regular Q&A sessions, offer office hours, share exclusive content, run um, monthly challenges, feature your best members, and basically consider creating a free public community as a feeder to your paid community, right? So create a free public community that acts as feeder at the top of the funnel to your paid community and onto your paid course. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, all right, everyone. Let's wrap up what we have covered in today's in-depth tour of the Zenler communities. We started by touring a fully functioning community on the tutorial side, giving you a sight of what is possible. Then we built our community ecosystem from ground up. We created and organized categories. We created to structure our community spaces. We set up different community types: public for lead gen, private for members, secret for exclusive content, and establish admin only community for guidelines, announcements. We configured a paid community to sell a community for recurring revenue. And we looked at notifications, push notifications. We set up member approvals, member questions, post approvals. We also looked at the brand new feature that we just shipped called the invite button. And what makes Zenler's community feature truly special is that it brings everything into one ecosystem, right? No more sending people to Facebook, struggling with other platforms. Everything happens right within your side, everything is in your control. No more paying for tools like Mighty Networks or Circle. And the exciting part is we're just getting started with communities, right? As you can see, we're adding features left, right, and center. We can see the group. We're adding the features are coming in thick and fast. As we work incredibly hard, the team is working incredibly hard to bring you the best community experience that possible without needing tools like Mighty Network or Circle, because we think we can do better than those. In coming months, you can look forward to more features. Things that are on the roadmap are member chat. We're actively working on member chat that enables you to chat directly to your members. We want you to be able to pop up messages to your members on the chat saying, "Hey, welcome to my to my community," and so on, and ability for you to you to create a group chat and so on. Obviously, we are concerned about spams and stuff like that in chat. So we will make sure that it is off by default for members, the private chat. But yeah, so member chat is coming, a group chat is coming, and also we also want to work on gamification and leaderboards to boost engagement, and I think a lot of people are asking about live streams. So why not? So we should we think at some point we will be able to support live streams as well. So from Zenler Live, we want you to be able to live stream into your community as well. So people without leaving the community, without going to Zoom, without going to Zenler Zoom or whatever, we want you to be able to stream to your community. And we're also doing a lot of work around push notifications, trying to send as much notifications as possible, depending on the user's preference. And we also want to add emails digest to send weekly digest, daily digest for all the missed notifications, and loads and stuff in development. And remember, this is an evolving platform, and your feedback helps us shape what comes next. Every time you use these features and share your experiences via the feedback portal, feedback.newsletter.com, you're helping us build exactly what you need, right? So I don't know what you guys are waiting for. Start building your community today. The sooner you get started, the sooner you will create those valuable connections with your audience. And as a homework, I'm asking everyone to post screenshots of your new community in the Zenler Facebook group. Show us what you created. You can also post the screenshots on the tutorials community as well. So please post screenshots. No links, just screenshots. Show us what you created, even if it is just the first step, right? This is your chance to get feedback and inspiration from others. Remember, just screenshots, no links, no promo. And we are also running a Slack competition for all the homework screenshot from the workshop. So just to add some extra motivation. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to your success stories, your how you get along with the communities, because we are super excited about this feature. And remember, every thriving community starts with that first post, that first member, that first conversation. So basically, I think that's about it. And thanks for joining. And I really can't wait to see you what you come up with, how you leverage community tools. Now, basically, just go and create the community for your audience and get started today. I think that's about it. Kevin, David, let's open the floor for Q&A.
Awesome job. Thank you very much, Rakesh. So we'll let you grab a quick drink of water. So I'm just going to allow people to unmute themselves and to start their videos. So you've probably got hundreds upon hundreds of questions. Remember, the community feature is the newly revamped largest feature that has been revamped recently within Zenler, and it's not a done for situation, as Rakesh has said. There's lots of things that have been talked about internally, lots of things talked about on the feedback, lots of conversations going on in the group about we'd like this, we'd like that, which is all really brilliant, because with you're the people using it. You know what your people need and how you want to manage your communities. So that feedback is just absolutely critical, to put that forward so it will get heard. There are features David and I have talked about that we've said we'd love this to be in there, which is great. But you know what? Zenler is a true community, and therefore your input is really, really valuable. So,
Yeah.
right, what questions have we got? Let's go to video first. Oenka, you've got your hand up, so let's head over to you.
Okay, thank you. Just a quick one. I did put it in the chat. So did you say that we can give individuals privileges? So we can give individual privileges to certain members within a paid membership, like opportunities to upload information for other members or to approve posts, that kind of stuff. Did you say we could do that?
No, I said as an admin, you can. It's only for admin. This particular feature is only for admin. So as an admin, if you have an invite button, you can turn it on. You can decide whether you want to turn it on for your members or not.
I'm just setting up my group. I've just setting up my group, and I've had a
Yeah.
request from somebody who wants to join my group, and she was saying that
Yeah.
in her groups that she's done, that you can assign a certain role to certain people, and then they could
Yeah.
upload. So rather than it just be me putting up all the resources, then other people could
Yeah.
share resources within the group once you trust them. So I was asking, is
Yeah,
that
I think so. I think I know I see where you're getting to. So what you're talking about is the moderator role. We don't have it right now, but we will be building that. So we really need a moderator tool where once you trust someone, you need to be able to give some more responsibilities for them so that they can moderate, they can decline, they can accept requests, they can do member approvals, post approvals, just like in Facebook group, right? So we don't have it right now, but we will be building that.
Cool. Anybody else? Bryn.
Hi. Yes, this
How
is
are you?
amazing. So
Hey,
wonderful. Thank you, Rakesh. Okay,
hey,
I have a question
yeah,
around the paid memberships as the paid community. Can
yeah.
you use that as the platform for the curriculum rather than in the course curriculum?
So you want to flip it? How exactly you want to structure it?
Well, it just occurred to me when you were describing how you can use the paid communities as a
Mhm.
membership, that
Yeah,
it might make sense if they're getting notifications when you post things to put the content into the community rather than into the course curriculum.
yeah. I think the way I would do is like whenever I create a new content, I would post that onto the paid community, saying, "Hey, I've added this new lesson." Or you could we're going to add ability to add your videos as well. So in that way, you can post videos directly onto the community, right? So so you can do that as well. So once you can use the course as a placeholder, and then once we add the ability to add and upload videos, you can stick those videos directly into as a post. So you can you can do that as well.
So you
Once
can
we
do it
add that.
either way. I guess the question
Yeah.
then would be when members join later, do they have access to the community just from the time that they join?
They will have the ability to see right from the beginning. So just like in Facebook, right? If you join a new Facebook group, you have the ability to see all the old posts. Similarly, they will have the ability to see all the old posts as well.
Yeah, how I see it is, Bryn, is like, yeah, they will see all of it. But I think you've got to be a little bit careful if you're trying to create a course curriculum around just a community thread, because the threads get knocked down and stuff. So obviously with a course curriculum, you've got it very structured and very set out. And I think, like
That's true.
Rakesh said, it's exactly right to make a note of it. So you've got automations in courses, so you can send emails out when you like. but it's a really good way of putting notifications on the community, telling people you brought out new content, and for people to share content as well. So it could be used as that. So like this, for instance, like Rakesh was saying, put your screenshots on Facebook, but he also said put your screenshots on the community. So it can be used in
Yeah.
that way, you see, because we want to do this migration across so that everything that you can do in Facebook currently, you'll be able to do in the community. And I think the only thing we're missing really is the live streaming into the platform. And Rakesh sort of brushed that off, saying, yep, we can do that. It's more involved than
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Does that answer
Thank
your
you.
question, Bryn?
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. Right. Anybody
Excellent.
else?
I think we got lots of questions on the chat as well.
People are loving it, Rakesh. They really loved the presentation you did, so that's really good. And
Excellent.
all of those new features as well that you added. I think the thing that confuses people a lot is the discussion communities. That's something that always confuses people. Do you want to just clarify that for people?
Yeah, sure. So whenever you have a course, in the course, you have a lesson discussion. When you turn on the lesson discussion, it actually creates a discussion thread or a small thread for that particular lesson. And for the entire course, we create a course community, and under the course community, we add these lesson threads under the course community. So you have the course community with all the lesson discussion threads underneath it. So basically, lesson discussions are the students can ask you any question they want in the lesson discussions. And also we have assignment discussions as well, right? The assignment discussions are like one-to-one between the admin and the students. So assignment discussions and lesson discussions, you can enable assignment discussions are enabled when you create assignments. So basically you create a small community between you and your students so that you can give feedback regarding assignments and so on. So lesson discussions are a great way where you can, for selected lessons, you can enable discussions. And then if you go to communities, you'll see a new course discussions community created with all the enabled lesson discussions underneath them. So they can all, you can your students can see all your lesson discussions in a particular course under that course discussion community.
Yeah, and also another question that was asked earlier was like, how many communities can we have inside there?
I believe it's 20 or 25. I can't remember off the top of the head, but there is some limit. I can't remember off the top of the head. I think it's 20 or 25.
Yeah, but with discussion communities, you can have them per course, can't you? So that's not
Yeah.
part of
So this doesn't count the lesson discussions and doesn't count the assignment discussions. These are pure communities you're just building on their own. So lesson discussions and course discussions and assignment discussion, they do not count towards this limit.
I think Owenka's got a hand up.
Yeah, just a quick one. So I created, you may have answered this, I just need to check. So I created my membership, and on the my homepage, or on one of my pages, I had put a button which went to a community for people to give their suggestions or to share their wins. And so that when I looked at the community structure, that community's in there. When I went, and I can see it and access it when I'm in admin. When I went in as a test student, and because I put myself in, so I had my own login. When I went in there, I could see the community, but when I tried to click on it, it was said it was locked to me.
Because you said it as private or secret. You need to make sure it's a public community. If you want
But this
people
isn't a
to
paid group, so it is a private community within a paid group.
private community within a paid group.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And have you added that student or have you added that particular private community to in the pricing plan for that course?
I didn't know because when I was doing it,
Mm.
I didn't see how else I could go into edit it once I've already set it up. So it's there, but
Yeah,
it's set up and you can go to it from within the logged in person. So you can go to that and
yeah.
you can see it in the community. But then when I went in as a test student, then
Mm.
it just said it was locked to me.
Yeah, make sure the student has got access to the particular community. So basically, just make sure that the student has got access to the particular course or a community. So if it's a course, make sure in the pricing plan, it you got the community attached to it.
But that's in the
Yeah,
pricing plan as opposed to
yeah.
going to and editing the person's stuff and giving them access to the
You can
community.
you can do either way as well. I think you can do on the person level as well. But if you want to do it for multiple people, it's better to do it at the course level.
So you just
If
go
you
into
just
the
want to,
pricing.
yeah, if you just want to do it for one person, just like you would give access to someone for a particular course, you can add someone to a particular community as well. So yeah, you have both options.
Pricing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, you'll need to, our anchor, you'll probably need to, the people that are not in there, you'll probably need to add them manually, and then anyone else coming through, as long as it's in the pricing plan, should get added.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Great. Thank you.
Awesome. Any more questions? Are we
Got
good?
Joyce. Got Joyce. Joyce has got a question.
Hang on. Where's Joyce? Is she on screen?
She's not on screen. She's got a hand up. Oh, there she is.
There you go, Joyce. Can't hear you.
You need your
We
mic
can see
on.
you. Where is Joyce?
Your
Can you un-
volume up.
Yes, we can hear you.
No, can't hear you. That was Renka.
Oh, okay.
Still can't hear you, I'm afraid.
You want to type your question on chat in case you can't.
Joyce, type your
Yeah.
question in. We'll come to Bryn because I think she had her hand up. And then we'll come back to you if you type it into the chat, Joyce.
Okay.
Bryn.
So I had a question about the community rules and agreements. What I understood, Rakesh, that you did is you made a separate community with them that people couldn't.
Perfect.
Yeah. Is it
Comment
possible
or
to
post it.
have that be part of the approval questions where we put in what the rules are? Do you agree?
You could, yeah, why not? So when you set up your member question, just add a link to the particular post and put it in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can put a link in there? Okay.
yeah.
And then we could also just pin a post with the regulations in the same community
You can,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I forgot to do that. I was supposed to do that. So the moment you do a particular post, just make sure you pin to the top so that they can see it at the top.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm.
And then one more question real quick. If you showed how when you tag someone in a post in the community, the bell notification they'll get, that's just
Yeah.
within the app, right? They don't get an email that they got a notification.
There we are working on email as well. So we are working on that as well. So hopefully next week or so we're going to add that. So when you tag someone, they're going to get an email when a member posts something, and admin will get email. So we're constantly working on adding more notifications. We're conscious of making sure that we're not sending too many notifications, but we're going to add more notifications. We want people to come
Right.
back in the community, right? Not forget about the community.
Oh, Bryn, you did well
You guys
there.
are doing amazing.
you did well there. You managed to get Rakesh to tell you about something that's coming up.
Yes. I wasn't supposed to tell that.
Thank you for all the hard work. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Good. Anybody else
Cool.
got questions? Joyce, you've
I
not
think-
had yours in yet.
I think there are lots of some questions on the chat. I think Carol is asking, so the digest function is being worked on, but isn't available yet. Yeah, the email digest, Carol, is not available yet. We haven't started working yet, but it's something is on the list. Let me see. What else did we
Must be
miss
going
in the
back quite
chat?
some time.
I don't know whether we got anything missing from the Facebook chat. I haven't.
I'm just going through Facebook now.
Okay.
No, it's not that. Most people have jumped across onto here. It's
Ah,
Yeah, there's nothing on Facebook. That's fine.
covered them all.
cool. I think we covered everything.
I think we covered most of them. We'll answer them in the chat as we went through. Unless anybody's
Yeah,
got any last minute questions, anything else they want to ask? No, we're all good.
I think
You
Joyce
should
is
be asking
asking
your
something.
questions for sure. You got Rakesh here.
yeah. I think Joyce is asking. It seems I may be the only one who is new with Zenler. Is there an app that I can download? Yeah, of course there is. If you go to the App Store and Google Play Store, and if you search for Zenler, there's a Zenler app that you can download. And we also have a custom branded or white label app option, branded app option, which support can give info. But yeah, for Zenler app, just search Zenler in the App Store and Play Store. You can download it.
We
Or
still
go to our tutorial site. If you go to the tutorial site, you're going to see, if you scroll down, tutorials.newzenler.com, right at the bottom, there's Get the Zenler app, and there's giving you the App Store and Google Play, so you can grab it from there. I'll drop a link in the chat.
Perfect.
Right, are we all good? Is there any more? By the way, Joyce, you're not the only new person in here. We've had quite a few people on this particular workshop throughout the series that are quite new to Zenler. We did a couple of promotions over the last 3 or 4 months, which has seen a lot of new people come into the platform, and we are bringing people in every week. So feel free to ask any of those questions you've got. We also have throughout the week office hours where you can ask questions, which is in Facebook. And we have the live support desk, which runs at 4 p.m. GMT on a Thursday. So you're more than welcome to come into either of those areas, or anybody else as a Zenler user, whether you're on a free account, you're new, you've been here forever, doesn't matter. You can use any of those resources to come and ask stuff. That's what it's there for. It's there for you to use it. So feel free to ask whatever you like. Everybody was new once, right?
Cool.
Okay.
I think
Well, I'm not
let's
seeing
wrap
any
up.
more questions, so I think we'll wrap up. Great session, Rakesh. Really good to dive into communities. It's adding up within the whole tour of Zenler Workshop as a really nice addition in here. Remember, we're back on Saturday looking at emails. So emails within the Zenler platform. And there's a lot of places where we have the ability to set emails up. It's not just the broadcast area. There's lots of different areas we can look at, and we're going to look at all of those on Saturday, how we can set them up, how we can use the email builder in broadcast to beautify our emails going out there, and all of those things. So if emailing within the platform is something that's confusing you, you've not really looked at or took advantage of, then it will open up a whole new world to you of engagement with your students or potential students by mastering the art of emails within the Zenler platform. So Mami, I think, is going to take us through that on Saturday. So 1 p.m. GMT. As always, you've got your homework from Rakesh. So screenshots of appropriate stuff within your communities, stick them up on the Facebook group. Obviously, just be mindful of what people are sharing with you, preferably from a public community would be great, because people know that it's going to be shared around. So if you've got communities already running and you want to be entered to get our amazing new branded swag, which we're going to be giving away this time next week, then you need to go off and put that out into the Facebook group that we have, as you know. And if you've not caught up with any of the other things, there's still time for you to do those as well. Remember, and I'm now going to mention this after every session we're doing, reviews for Zenler are really important to us. So we're going to start putting on the replay page links to where you can review Zenler as an organisation and as a software. If you've already reviewed us as a software on one, look at the other one that we're asking you to do. And if you've done both, look at reviewing the particular workshop that we're running right now. If you found value in it, that would be absolutely amazing. We're not going to spend too long on it. There's no competition for leaving us reviews, because we're running a swag comp anyway, right? So it would just be highly appreciated if you wanted to do that for us. So that's all I've got to say on that one. I don't think there's anything else to cover. As always, we appreciate you being here on Facebook and on Zoom with us. Enjoy the rest of your day. We will catch you on office hours tomorrow at lunchtime. If you are about, we'll be running office hours tomorrow live in the Facebook group. If not, I'll see you back here Saturday with Mimi looking at emails for session number 9 of the Tour of Zenler workshop. Thanks, everybody. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Bye.